If you take fish oil, there is a real chance the capsule in your cabinet is already rancid. A 2023 George Washington University study tested 72 omega-3 supplements and found 45% failed basic freshness standards. And a Norwegian clinical trial found that rancid fish oil does not just stop working, it actually raises harmful cholesterol levels. Same dose, opposite effect. Here are the 7 fish oil brands with the most documented problems, from contamination lawsuits to fake labeling to failed lab tests, and the 3 brands that are actually worth your money. Let's get into it. 7. Barlean's Organic Oils. Starting at number 7, Barlean's positions itself as a premium, all-natural fish oil brand. The packaging looks clean, the branding feels trustworthy, and the price tag suggests you are getting something better than what is on the regular shelf. But in 2016, the independent testing lab Labdoor updated their methodology to account for something sneaky that some fish oil companies had been doing, manipulating the size of their gel capsules to make their products appear more concentrated than they actually were. When that new methodology was applied, Barlean's Omega Swirl fish oil dropped 12 positions in the rankings. That was the single largest drop of any brand tested. It fell from number 41 to number 53 out of 54 total products, nearly dead last. What Labdoor discovered was that Barlean's had proportionately more non-omega-3 filler materials hidden from their labels than almost any competitor. The practice involves sourcing cheaper, lower concentration fish oil, stuffing it into oversized capsules, then listing a smaller serving size on the label to make the omega-3 content per serving look impressive. Labdoor called this economic adulteration. And there is another problem specific to Barlean's product line. Their signature Omega Swirl products are flavored, and the George Washington University study specifically flagged flavored fish oil supplements as the most problematic category. Flavoring masks the taste of rancid oil from consumers, so you cannot do a simple taste test to check freshness. Even worse, those same flavorings interfere with laboratory oxidation measurements, meaning quality testing itself becomes unreliable for these products. Of the flavored supplements tested, 68% exceeded the maximum acceptable oxidation limit. 6. Schiff Mega Red Krill Oil. At number 6, Schiff Mega Red Krill Oil markets itself as a premium, superior alternative to regular fish oil. The packaging says you only need 1 small soft gel per day, and it claims it may reduce the risk of coronary heart disease. Sounds great. But 2 separate class action lawsuits filed in 2015 tore those claims apart. The Johnston versus Schiff Nutrition complaint exposed a math problem that Mega Red really does not want you to think about. Even the 1,000 milligram soft gel contains only 188 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA. The American Heart Association recommends a minimum of 500 to 1,000 milligrams of EPA and DHA per day. So that one convenient little soft gel per day that Mega Red promotes, it delivers less than a third of the minimum recommended amount. You would need to take 3 to 5 soft gels every single day just to reach the therapeutic range, which completely destroys the one soft gel convenience claim. And here is the real kicker. Mega Red's price per milligram of actual omega-3 is 10 times higher than standard fish oil. You are paying a massive premium for a product that does not even deliver a useful dose unless you take several capsules a day, at which point the cost becomes absurd. The Johnston case was privately settled in 2017 with undisclosed terms, meaning the details of what Schiff agreed to were sealed from public view. For a product that charges premium prices and makes bold heart health claims, Mega Red delivers a fraction of what your body actually needs to see any benefit. That is not a supplement. That is expensive marketing in a tiny red capsule. 5. CVS Health Fish Oil. Coming in at number 5, CVS Health Fish Oil has problems that go beyond just one product. Consumer Reports 2012 independent testing found PCBs at California Proposition 65 warning levels in CVS fish oil samples. PCBs are industrial pollutants classified as probable human carcinogens that accumulate in body fat and have been linked to cancer, immune dysfunction, and neurological damage. CVS was also named as a defendant in the 2010 Proposition 65 lawsuit filed by the Mateal Environmental Justice Foundation alongside several other major brands. But the most revealing case against CVS involved their Algal 900 DHA supplement, which was a separate omega product they sold. CVS marketed it as clinically shown to improve memory. There is just one problem. The FTC had already investigated the supplier's study back in 2014 and concluded it did not support memory improvement claims. The FTC barred the supplier, a company called Martech Biosciences, from making those claims. CVS kept using them anyway. The resulting class action settlement, Worth versus CVS Pharmacy, ran from 2016 to 2019. CVS had to provide full refunds with proof of purchase or pay out $5.50 in cash or $7 in CVS store credit to claimants without receipts. Roughly 197,000 consumers were eligible. CVS agreed to stop making the challenge claims for at least 2 years. What makes this case particularly important is what it reveals about how store brand supplements operate. A regulatory agency told the ingredient supplier to stop making a specific health claim. The supplier stopped. But CVS, the retailer selling the product under its own brand name, kept right on making the exact same claim the FTC had already debunked. It took a class action lawsuit and a settlement covering nearly 200,000 consumers to finally get those words off the bottle. 4. GNC Triple Strength Fish Oil. At number 4, GNC Triple Strength Fish Oil has been caught in quality problems from multiple directions. Start with the contamination. Consumer Reports' 2012 testing found PCBs at Proposition 65 levels in GNC fish oil samples. GNC Liquid Norwegian Cod. Liver oil was named as a defendant in the 2010 Prop 65 lawsuit right alongside Nature Made, Now Foods, and Solgar. But the bigger issue emerged in 2021 when a class action, Gatto versus International Vitamin Corporation, alleged that GNC triple strength fish oil does not contain a single milligram of EPA or DHA in natural form. Instead, the lawsuit claimed the product contained only omega-3 fatty acid ethyl esters, a lab-synthesized compound made by stripping fatty acids from their natural structure and bonding them to ethanol through a chemical process called transesterification. The product's label listed 734 milligrams of EPA and 266 milligrams of DHA. But according to the lawsuit, none of it existed in the natural triglyceride form that your body recognizes as actual fish oil. Why does this matter? The foundational absorption study by Lawson and Hughes in 1988 found that the natural triglyceride form absorbs at 68% without food. The ethyl ester form? Just 20%. A follow-up study by Dyerberg and colleagues in 2010 tested 72 volunteers and confirmed the gap. Natural triglyceride form delivered 124% bioavailability compared to standard fish oil, while ethyl esters delivered only 73%. That is a 50-point difference in how much omega-3 your body actually absorbs. The name triple strength implies concentrated potency. But if the omega-3s inside or in a synthetic form that your body absorbs at a fraction of the rate, the triple strength on the label does not mean triple strength in your bloodstream. The Gatto case was sent to arbitration because the plaintiff had signed up for GNC's MyGNC Rewards program, whose terms required it. The underlying science, though, is not up for arbitration. 3. Nature's Bounty Fish Oil. Claiming the number 3 spot, Nature's Bounty is one of the most recognizable supplement brands in America, now owned by Nestlé Health Sciences. But recognition and quality are not the same thing. Consumer Reports conducted independent testing in 2012 and found PCBs at Proposition 65 warning levels in 2 out of 3 Nature's Bounty fish oil samples they tested. 2 out of 3. That was the worst ratio of any brand in that entire investigation. To put that in perspective, some brands had 0 samples that failed. Nature's Bounty had a 67% failure rate. In 2021, a class action lawsuit, Baines versus Nature's Bounty, alleged that the Nature's Bounty 1,400 milligram fish oil supplement does not actually contain fish oil or any vital omega-3 fatty acids because the product had undergone transesterification into ethyl esters. That case was ultimately dismissed, but the problems did not end there. In February 2024, a fresh class action was filed. FASH versus Nestlé Health Sciences targets Nature's Bounty's heart health label claims. The lawsuit argues that randomized controlled trials show no heart-related benefits from over-the-counter fish oil supplements for the general population. This is backed by a massive October 2023 study published in JAMA Cardiology, where researchers from UT Southwestern analyzed 2,819 fish oil supplement labels. They found that 62% made cardiovascular claims, but only 9% of leading brands contain a daily dose high enough to actually lower triglycerides. Dr. Anne-Marie Navarre from UT Southwestern stated plainly that for most people, there is no cardiovascular benefit from taking over-the-counter fish oil supplements. Nestlé acquired the Nature's Bounty portfolio and has not publicly addressed the PCB testing history. The brand keeps selling, the heart health label stays on the bottle, and millions of consumers keep buying it, believing it is protecting their heart. 2. Spring Valley, Walmart. At number 2, Spring Valley is Walmart's house brand fish oil, and it is one of the top-selling supplements in the country purely because of Walmart's massive distribution. What is inside those capsules, however, became the subject of a lawsuit that exposed something remarkable. In 2023, a plaintiff named Crepuz filed suit against Walmart alleging that Spring Valley 1,000 milligram fish oil does not actually contain fish oil. Instead, the lawsuit claims it contains fatty acid ethyl esters, a lab-synthesized product made through a chemical process using industrial solvents and ethanol. Now here's the detail that really stands out. Look at the Spring Valley label. It claims to contain 1,000 milligrams of fish oil with 1,060 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acids inside. Think about that for a second. How can 1,000 milligrams of fish oil contain 1,060 milligrams of omega-3s? That is mathematically impossible for natural fish oil because natural fish oil always contains other fats alongside the omega-3s. The only way to hit numbers like that is if the product is concentrated ethyl esters, not fish oil. A federal judge denied Walmart's motion to dismiss in August 2023. The case was eventually settled. A separate 2024 lawsuit, Magpayo versus Walmart, alleges that Spring Valley's heart health claims violate FDA requirements by leaving out the mandatory qualifying disclaimer that the FDA requires on such claims. The ethyl ester issue is not just a legal technicality. The Lawson and Hughes study showed that ethyl ester omega-3s absorb at just 20% on an empty stomach compared to 68% for the natural triglyceride form. So even if you take Spring Valley every day as directed, your body may only be absorbing a fraction of what the label promises. And you are paying for a product labeled fish oil that, according to a federal lawsuit, is not actually fish oil. Millions of people grab Spring Valley off the Walmart shelf because it is cheap and convenient. But cheap has a cost. 1. Nature-made fish oil. And the number one worst fish oil brand on this list is Nature Made. This might surprise you because Nature Made is one of the best-selling fish oil brands in America, and it carries the USP verified mark, which is supposed to mean it meets quality standards. But the actual record tells a very different story. Start with the contamination. In the 2010 Proposition 65 lawsuit filed by the Mateil Environmental Justice Foundation, Nature-made cod liver oil tested among the products with the highest PCB levels of any brand tested. It exceeded California's 90 nanograms per day safe harbor limit. Nature-made. Odorless fish oil was also named in the same lawsuit. Then came the false advertising. In 2018, the National Advertising Division, which is the advertising industry's self-regulatory body, investigated Nature Made's claim that its omega-3 extra blend had nearly 4 times better absorption than standard fish oil concentrate. The NAD determined that claim lacked adequate scientific support. It told Pharmavite, Nature Made's parent company, to stop making it. Pharmavite refused, so the NAD referred the case to the FTC. That is a rare escalation. It means Nature Made was told by an oversight body that its absorption claims were not supported by science, and instead of pulling the claim, they dug in. Most recently, in January 2024, a class action lawsuit, Hamzeh versus Pharmavite, was filed in Northern District of California, alleging that nature-made fish oil supplements falsely advertise heart health benefits. The lawsuit cites clinical evidence showing no cardiovascular benefit for most people from over-the-counter fish oil. This follows the BMJ Medicine study from May 2024 that analyzed over 415,000 participants and found regular fish oil use among healthy people was actually associated with a 13% higher risk of atrial fibrillation and a 5% higher risk of stroke. Nature Made sits on more pharmacy shelves than almost any other fish oil brand. Doctors sometimes recommend it by name. It has the USP seal, and yet it has the highest documented PCB contamination levels. Advertising claims rejected and referred to the FTC, and a current class action over false heart health marketing. The brand that millions of Americans trust the most has the longest list of documented problems. Before I reveal the 3 brands worth buying, you need to understand 2 things that the supplement industry hopes you never learn. Because once you know these, you will never blindly grab a fish oil bottle off the shelf again. The first thing is molecular form. Natural fish oil, the kind you get from eating an actual piece of salmon, contains omega-3s in what is called the triglyceride form. That is how the fatty acids exist in nature. But to make concentrated supplements, most manufacturers run the oil through a chemical process called transesterification. This strips the omega-3 fatty acids off their natural backbone and bonds them to ethanol instead. The result is called an ethyl ester. It is cheaper to produce, but it is a compound that does not exist anywhere in nature. The absorption difference is not small. The Lawson and Hughes study from 1988 found that natural triglyceride form, EPA, absorbed at 68% on an empty stomach. Ethyl ester form, just 20%. A later study by Dyerberg in 2010 with 72 volunteers confirmed the gap. Reesterified triglyceride form delivered 124% bioavailability compared to standard fish oil. Ethyl esters delivered only 73%. If your fish oil uses ethyl esters, your body is absorbing roughly half of what it would get from the triglyceride form. And most mass-market brands, including Spring Valley, GNC, and many store brands, use the cheaper ethyl ester form because it costs less to make. The second thing is oxidation. Fish oil is extremely fragile. It degrades when exposed to heat, light, or oxygen. When it oxidizes, it goes rancid. And rancid fish oil is not just ineffective, it may be actively harmful. That Norwegian clinical trial I mentioned earlier proved this. They gave 54 healthy adults either fresh fish oil with a TOTOX score of 11 or oxidized fish oil with a TOTOX of 45 at identical doses. The fresh oil reduced bad cholesterol. The rancid oil increased it. Same dose, opposite results. TOTOX stands for total oxidation value. The industry limit set by GOAD, the Global Organization for EPA and DHA, is 26. Anything above that is considered unacceptable. Premium fish oils score in the single digits. But studies from 6 different countries testing hundreds of products have found that between 30 and 50% of fish oil supplements on store shelves exceed that limit. The lead researcher from the George Washington University study put it simply: if you just randomly buy a supplement off the market, the odds that you are going to buy one that is rancid and thus not effective are pretty high. So when you are shopping for fish oil, you are looking for 2 things: triglyceride form, not ethyl ester, and verified low oxidation numbers from an independent lab. If a brand does not tell you both of those things, that silence is your answer. Here is a quick way to check at home. Take one of your fish oil capsules, cut it, open and taste the oil inside. Fresh fish oil should taste mildly fishy or almost like nothing. If it tastes sharp, bitter, or makes you want to spit it out, that capsule is rancid and you should throw the entire bottle away. The flavored liquid fish oils are harder to test because the flavoring masks the rancid taste, which is exactly why 68% of flavored products failed in the GW University study. If you use a flavored fish oil, your safest bet is to switch to unflavored capsules from a brand that publishes its TOTOX numbers. Now that you understand what to look for, here are the 3 brands that actually deliver on those standards. 3. Viva Naturals Triple Strength Omega-3. Starting our recommended list at number 3, Viva Naturals holds the #1 certified position on Labdoor's fish oil rankings with a score of 96.1 out of 100 in a grade A rating. But the ranking alone is not why it is on this list. The actual lab numbers are what matter. Labdoor's testing confirmed a toe tox value of just 5.67. To understand what that means, the industry maximum is 26. Most mass-market fish oils hover around or above that limit. Viva Naturals scored less than a quarter of the acceptable maximum. The peroxide value came in at 1.95 against a limit of 5.0. The p-inositine value was 1.77 against a limit of 20.0. These are some of the lowest oxidation numbers of any fish oil supplement on the market. All contaminant levels, including arsenic, lead, cadmium, and mercury, tested below the limits of quantification, meaning they could not even detect measurable amounts. And here is something you almost never see. The product actually exceeded its label claims. Labdoor found 2,508 milligrams of total omega-3s versus the 2,250 milligrams printed on the label. That is more than what was promised. Among 54 fish oil supplements Labdoor analyzed, Viva Naturals had only a 2% variance between what the label said and what was actually inside. The most accurate label of any product tested. It uses the triglyceride form sourced from wild-caught anchovies and sardines, and it carries IFOS certification. At roughly 30 to 50 cents per day, it offers arguably the best value-to-quality ratio in the entire category. If you want a fish oil that has been independently verified to be fresh, pure, accurately labeled, and properly absorbed, Viva Naturals is a very strong starting point. 2. Carlson Labs. At number 2, Carlson Labs holds IFOS 5-star certification on more than 30 omega-3 products, making it one of the most extensively tested and certified portfolios in the entire industry. IFOS, the International Fish Oil Standards Program, tests for purity, potency, and freshness. Getting a 5-star rating on one product is noteworthy. Getting it on 30 is a statement. Multiple Carlson products have also passed Consumer Labs' quality certification program, including Carlson Maximum Omega 2000 in the very finest fish oil in their 2023 testing cycle. This brand does not just rely on one testing body, it submits to multiple independent labs. Their liquid fish oil line uses the natural triglyceride form and sources wild-caught anchovies, sardines, and mackerel from Norwegian waters with Friend of the Sea environmental certification. The very finest fish oil liquid provides 1,600 milligrams of omega-3 per teaspoon, with 1,300 of that being EPA and DHA. That makes it one of the most concentrated options available anywhere, and it is in the form your body actually absorbs efficiently. Carlson is a family-owned company that has been operating since 1965. They maintain an FDA-registered manufacturing facility and IGEN non-GMO verification. They were also among the 30 companies that participated in the 2012 GOED and Methyl Proposition 65 settlement, proactively establishing PCB and dioxin compliance standards rather than waiting to be forced into it. At roughly 40 to 70 cents per day depending on the specific product, Carlson offers the combination of extensive third-party verification, the correct molecular form, and decades of consistent quality that is difficult to find from any other brand at this price point. 1. Nordic Naturals Ultimate Omega. Taking the top spot is Nordic Naturals Ultimate Omega, and it earns this position through a combination of transparency, verified quality, and the right science. Every Nordic Naturals product uses the natural triglyceride or reesterified triglyceride form. The Dyerberg study from 2010, which tested 72 volunteers, showed that the RTG form delivers 124% bioavailability compared to standard fish oil, while cheap ethyl ester products deliver only 73%. That is a 50-point gap in how much your body actually absorbs. Nordic Naturals chose the form that costs more to produce because it is the form that works. The company reports typical TOTOX values between 5 and 14, with recent raw oil batch tests coming in at 7.0. For context, the industry maximum is 26, and the EU oxidized oil that raised harmful cholesterol in that Norwegian clinical trial had a TOTOX of 45. Nordic Naturals is operating at a fraction of the safe limit. Nordic Naturals passed Consumer Lab's 2023 testing round and holds their top pick designation across multiple review cycles. Certificates of analysis are available by individual lot number on their website, meaning you can check the exact batch your bottle came from. Sourcing comes from wild-caught anchovies and sardines processed at their MSC certified facility in Arctic Norway with Friend of the Sea certification. The Ultimate Omega delivers 650 milligrams of EPA plus 450 milligrams of DHA per 2 softgel serving at roughly 50 to 70 cents per day. It is recommended by Healthline, Good Housekeeping, and numerous integrative medicine practitioners. Now, full transparency. Nordic Naturals is currently facing a 2024 class action over its heart health marketing claims, just like Nature Made, Nature's Bounty, and Costco's Kirkland Signature. This is an industry-wide legal trend targeting the heart health claim on supplement labels in general, not a quality issue specific to Nordic Naturals. The product itself consistently passes every independent quality test it has been subjected to. If you want a fish oil where the freshness is verified, the form is correct, and the sourcing is transparent, Nordic Naturals is the brand that has the longest track record of delivering on those promises. So there you have it. 7 fish oil brands with documented contamination, fake labeling, failed tests, and misleading health claims. And 3 brands that consistently prove through independent verification that they are actually worth taking. Before you buy your next bottle of fish oil, here is what to look for. First, check the molecular form. It should say triglyceride or RTG on the label, not ethyl ester. Second, look for third-party certification from IFOS, Consumer Lab, or Labdoor. Third, check whether the company publishes certificates of analysis by lot number. If they will not show you the test results, ask yourself why. And here is a quick home test. Cut open one of your capsules and taste the oil inside. Fresh fish oil should taste mildly fishy or like almost nothing. If it tastes sharp, bitter, or makes you gag, it has gone rancid and you should throw the entire bottle away. If this video changed the way you think about the supplements in your cabinet, hit the like button and subscribe so you do not miss the next one. Drop a comment and tell me what supplement you want me to investigate next. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.